Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing Jenny's hello because Jenny's not here right now. She is stuck on a train underground in Manhattan, and she is not happy about it right now. So she asked me to start off the show so everybody who's here can see it, who everybody's participating can start talking. And hopefully by the time we get through just this little startup, she will be here. Welcome to Bard Brunch. The way it usually goes, a little bit weird. Okay, so we have several participants coming in from the Down to Clown Festival, but one of them couldn't be here. Kelly Dwyer, Killy Mockstar Dwyer, who has a brand new company she's making called Doggo Entertainment, which is crazy good. And she can't be here, so we're going to play a video that she made as a little bit of a preview of what she does with Tucker.
When I was a kid, I used to cry to get what I want. In my 20s, I used my sexuality. In my 30s, I used my smarts and my experience, because I finally came to love and respect me. But my 40s can't seem to get what I want, and I also feel used. So I got a dog in a basket, I got a dog in my bike basket. I don't need to do any other thing to get what I want and want what I get, because I finally got my dog in a basket. It doesn't sound feminine, and I'm a bit embarrassed. My confidence is shook and it's time to reinvest. My youth and looks no longer get me out of dead. Well, that's okay, cause now I got a dog in my basket. A dog in a basket. I got a dog in a basket. I can rest upon this one endearing thing to get what I want and want what I get, cause I finally got my dog in a basket. It really doesn't matter that I don't have the right of way. I got a dog on board, I'll do what I want, I'll go where I may. She is the ticket right on into your heart to get out of a traffic ticket when I'm out in my car. All dogs are service dogs when I roll up to your bar on my bike with a dog in a basket, that's right. I got a dog in a basket. I got a doggy in a basket. I can rest upon this one endearing thing to get what I want and want what I get, cause I finally got my dog in a basket.
Hey, so that was Kelly Dwyer, Killy Mockstar Dwyer, and Tucker, and she's one of our participants in the Down to Clown Festival this year. As you can tell, I am the techie. I am not normally the host. So, what I would like to do now is bring on. Oh no, I did not stop you. Hold on. Why did you stop? As you can tell, I'm the techie, not normally the host. So let's go and bring on our participants. We have two. I think one more may be coming, but we have two right now ready to show. Bring on Donnie Rydell from Death Play and Bern Mar-a-Lago from Bern Mar-a-Lago. Yay! Hello, hello. So good to see you. Finally moving. So the first thing we'd like to do. I love what's going on here. The first thing we'd like to do is, while Jenny's still, as she says, teary-eyed on a train coming here, can you give us, like, we'll start maybe with Donnie, an elevator pitch of what's your show, how it has to do with clowns, what's your deal?
Cool. Well, first of all, thanks for having me on.
Great.
The play's called Hi, Bird Mar-a-Lago. How long have you been sitting in that tub?
I know.
Where's your hand?
I was calling it the clown tub clown car, and it's like, oh my God, I never thought of clown tub. But anyway, go on. Sorry.
That's so funny. So I'm in a show called Death Slash Play.
Slash play.
Death Slash Play. It's regarding a character who, a real life character whose name was Rubinstein, who was considered the mad jester of the Warsaw Ghetto during the Holocaust. And the play centers on his interaction with another real life character named Gansfike, who was a gangster during in the Warsaw Ghetto, who would he worked for the Gestapo. So we've got this sort of interesting dynamic between Rubinstein and Gansfike, who we don't know if in real life they ever actually interacted, but it's this interesting dynamic of Rubinstein, who is clowning around the Warsaw Ghetto, doing some pretty out there stuff in real life, playing with dead bodies, talking to dead bodies in the streets, discussing the meaning of death with Gansfike, who is trying to get Rubinstein to work with him and give up other Jewish people in the ghetto to the Gestapo. And Rubinstein being a clown, it's really interesting to see how he gets Gansfike to continue to interact with him and take him seriously, while at the same time being a nihilist clown who is up to just his antics. It's it's an interesting dynamic. It's written by Hank Greenspan, and he wrote the hell out of it. It's a really, really good play.
And quick question was he like a regular funny happy clown before this, and then started with the dead bodies and the dark humor, or was he always a bit of a dark clown?
So that's also the thing is, there's not a bunch known about Rubinstein, but most of what we know about him is during the Holocaust, where he was doing these pretty dark things. There might be another portion of this play written in the future where we discover, it would be fictionalized, of course, where Rubinstein gets his clowning from. But the general idea is maybe it's something that didn't start until things started going the way they were going in Warsaw.
Hey, perfect timing, because Jenny finally made it. So we have our real host here.
Hi!
So we've got the little lowdown on Death Slash Play, but we did not get to speak to Bern Mar-a-Lago.
Bern Mar-a-Lago,
I guess they decided we were taking too long, so they went on with their business of cooking and tubs, apparently. Cooking and bathing right now.
Yes, the punk rock clown group from Detroit. Bern Mar-a-Lago, please give us your little elevator pitch as to what your group is.
I was born in the USA. I was born in the USA.
Play the version that we learned. Play the version we learned. What we said.
I was born in the important place. I was born in the important place.
Dina Winter.
Born in the important place. I was born in the important place. Born in the important place. I was born in the important place.
Oh my gosh, we are going to the important place in just a couple of days. On Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. We get to go back once more to the important place.
I'd like to say
Oh, I almost forgot. I didn't even introduce myself. I am the shepherd of wild geese. This is my friend.
hi, I'm Cleavage.
And we are really looking forward to going to the important place and bringing you along with us, where we are going to learn once again from the important one. We have so much.
Thank you for that. I just wanted to say also might save us from a copyright ding by having adjusted those words. So thanks.
The important one is going to share some spiritually enlightening details with us. We're very excited, very much looking forward to that opportunity. You know what? But gosh, I really wish Dino could be here with us. I really do. I wish Dino could be here with us. May rest in peace, Dino Winters. Dino Winters, unfortunately, as we know, dropped his body. Dino. Hey, Dino. The important one! Hello!
Oh! Yes, it's me. The important one. Yes. You can direct any questions to me. Yes. Yes. Direct any questions you may have about me and my very important followers.
Share some wisdom with us, important one.
Lay it on us. I will. Just give me one second.
What is it?
And I will share the wisdom. Just give me one second. Just give me 1 second. Hi. So I'm the important one. How's it going? These are my friends. They're a little bit lower than me. Actually, could you scooch down just a little bit? Could you scooch down?
You are the largest of us all.
Good, measure me now.
You are much bigger than us.
Yes.
You're like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, so you want me to give you my spiel? What do you want?
What? I'm gonna ask both groups this, of course, but what was the inspiration behind this majesty that you have going on right here?
The important one is my inspiration.
Yes, I'm the inspiration. But I have a whole reason behind why we do this, and if my followers could remember, you know what? Actually, maybe you should do some pen time. Put the pen on your head and think about it. Put it on your head. Pen time is very important for my followers. It gives them a chance to reflect and for me to not hear their voices. So it's nice for me. Anyway, like I was saying, my whole vision is about rage. It's about rage and casserole. It's about putting rage into a casserole and then eating it with gusto. Sometimes you just have to scream. And, there's nothing better to scream into than a steaming, warm, gooey green bean or whatever, corn and cheese or whatever type of casserole that you like, just screaming into it and then eating it, right? And but the casserole only comes to the ones who are the most devoted. So that's none of these people. They're whatever they are, whatever you want to call them. But also it's about chaos. Just kind of embracing chaos and really going to that limit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do like to eat a rage casserole while my underlings just don't talk to me. That is very important to who I am as a person. Yes. I feel that 100%. Donnie, can you give us a little inspiration behind Death Play?
Same. It's all corn and rage casseroles. So Death Play was written by Hank Greenspan, who also plays Gansfike in the show. And Hank's sort of life work is he's the descendant of survivors of the Holocaust, and he likes to, he's made it his mission to present stories of all of these things and sort of fictionalize what he can regarding a lot of the Holocaust. And this play in particular, Hank's an older man. He's in his 80s. It's sort of, I'm speaking for him right now, but it's sort of Rubinstein, the the Mad Jester of the Warsaw Ghetto, is convinced that we're all going to die, and Hank is sort of reckoning with that in his own life of this thing of, how do I manage being sure and understanding that I'm going to die while also holding on to hope and sincerity. So Hank in real life is sort of the opposite of Rubinstein, and so as he wrote this, it was really sort of him managing and trying to understand what is inevitable through the lens of his life's work of presenting information regarding the Holocaust. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Whew.
Right. Yeah, he really wrote it
like in the before times, or is this strictly like?
So, it was written and there was a play reading done in the before times that I was not a part of, but Hank asked me to do it. This is the biggest production of it that's done thus far. Hopefully we can do it on a stage someday. That would be fantastic. But yeah, this is the fullest version of this production that's ever been done.
Great, awesome. And important one and underlings. How long has your group been together doing this?
You can take your pants off now.
Oh,
Oh, none of you have the casserole. Big surprise. What was the together? Lifetimes.
I feel like I've known you in past lives.
Unfortunately, yes.
Live before the important one.
Right. There was no life before they met me. They were tortured for years before they met me.
Okay, that is yes. Oh, the juxtaposition of these two shows that are here. This is what a time. So in this whole year and a half that we have been in this digital landscape, what are some of the weird pitfalls that you have experienced either in any of these projects, or yes, we do need to incorporate pans into our rehearsals. I fully agree with that as well. Just have them there, just pan of shame. But what are some of the pitfalls that you have experienced that you were not even like focused on? Because of course we all know like internet going out, all that stuff. What is something that you didn't even realize was going to be a thing until you ran across it? And that's for both groups.
So I'll go just in general, like finding inspiration and things to write about that are current, that don't feel trite, that feel personal and unique, has been insane. How do I find a unique voice during this time when we're all going through the same exact thing has been I call that a pitfall. I just want to be special, you know. We all just want to be special. How do we be so special? Yeah.
Yep, there you go, of course. Now, I know the important one, of course, you have no trouble being important and the important one. But is there anything that your minions who look so much up to you experienced at all regarding pitfalls in this digital landscape?
So we've been spending a lot of time in the woods. We have a small commune.
The important place
in the woods. Actually, we're not allowed to go on the internet because you go on the internet and you find other ideas, and I don't like that. I don't like other ideas. So basically, I'm the internet, right? If you just talk to me, I can answer all your questions. So you don't really need the internet.
That's I'm always asking you questions, you know?
Mm-hmm, all the time, every second of every day.
Yeah, like are ghosts real?
Put the pan on your head. Put it on. She needs extra pan time. You too, yeah, you too. You too too. You too. Everyone better eat.
Oh, wonderful. This is something I ask all of my guests too. It's like the thing that you talk about either like during rehearsals or when something's gone really wrong, and you all have these bonding experience stories that manifest into each other. We all have our performing horror stories. Of course. One of mine was during a Midsummer Night's Dream back in 2016, years and years ago. We were performing outside. It was like our first outdoor performance, and the park had warned us that there were spiders in the area. I did not listen to that. And I was playing Titania, and I was supposed to be asleep on the stage for like a good majority of the show, for like a full 20 minutes. And as I'm there, I'm like, my face is really itchy for some reason. I don't know why. Is it the wig that's causing? No, there's full spiders crawling all over my face, into my wig, into my toga. So I had to figure out ways to, get those off of me and panic inwardly, so as to not detract attention from the rest of the show. I would love to hear some other horror stories, please.
This isn't necessarily a horror story, but it's it was unfortunate for me for a couple of reasons. The first comedy show I ever got cast in at a sketch theater. It's actually in Detroit, by the way, at Go Comedy Improv Theater in Detroit. Yeah, I got to wear one of those yellow full body spandex suits, and I wasn't familiar with what a dance belt is, or was. So it wasn't that bad. The first night I went out there with no dance belt, and the focus was where it wasn't intended when I was out on stage. And so the second night I was given a dance belt, but I didn't know that dance belts are supposed to go on under. So I wore the dance belt over, and I just looked like a shitty superhero out on stage. And I got a lot of crap for that. So not necessarily a horror story, but a learning experience for sure.
You were Captain Banana for one night, and that is fine. That is what the world needed in that moment.
Yeah. Dance belts are great.
Dance belts are great.
I now know what a dance
Important
belt
one, you are perfect and all-knowing, so you, I'm sure, have had nothing wrong go towards you personally. But anything happen around you that you witnessed and, of course, either laughed about or had people put the pan of shame over their face?
So, I love horrors. More horrors. Horrors, more horrors, just more horrors and horrors and horrors. I like horrors. But even me, the important one, I've had my slips and slides. I mean, one time I did my whole spiel to someone. I was, trying to convince them to live in the important place and be one of my little friends. But they left, and they didn't stay. They didn't devote their lives to me, and that was that I didn't like that. Take the pans off your heads. Take them off.
Oh, maybe next time.
It'll never happen. Some people.
Well, I do know that after this festival is over, I will be moving down to the woods in Detroit to join your group because this is a strong pitch. So I really do. I am 100% on board. I'm about it. I have the clown makeup ready to go. I don't know if you decide the looks for your friends or if you can come in with a vibe, but whatever.
I'm inside. Yep. Come on in.
Great. Amazing. Perfect. Before I let y'all leave, Chris first, do you have any questions for our ghosts?
I do. I have one. Were your acts, well, I know Death Play, not necessarily all the play was before the before times, but as far as Burn Mar-a-Lago, were you a live on stage group, or was this formed during the times? Or, and then once you did that, how different did you find it doing something streaming as opposed to possibly with a live audience? Any difference?
Well, I feel like I've known you for, years. Maybe it's only been, I don't know, maybe a little over 2 years now. But I feel like I've known you for many lifetimes. Yes, many lifetimes. But I really started to grow my friend group around 2 years ago. But there's always room for more. But you got to be smarter than these ones because these ones are kind of useless. I try to teach them, but I think they need more time in the past.
But I don't like the streaming. That I do what I have to do to get the message of rage and casserole and chaos out to the world. And if that is what I have to do, then I will do it because I am a martyr for my message.
Martyr for
I'm a martyr, and you know what? I'm actually bored of this. I have to go find other people to work with me, and I appreciate the time and everything, but I have to go now. So
Whoa! Oh my God. Are there any lasting impressions, Donnie, that you would like to leave the audience about your show?
About our show. It's important. I think it's really relevant regarding where does life go and how do we treat it. So, yeah, I think it'll inspire some interesting introspection and conversations after the fact.
Great. And if one last final thing before I send you off, I know you have a heart out. If anyone's still feeling a little creatively stuck in a rut, especially now that like the world is kind of open, but not open, but kind of, but also we're still streaming, but maybe we're streaming live news. But what advice do you have for people who are still kind of like stuck?
Ooh, go for a walk.
Go for a walk.
That's been honestly the simplest stuff. Regarding any rut, anytime ever, not just pandemic, is if you can do that basic stuff, shower, feed yourself, drink less coffee, and go for a walk, that can really, really help you out emotionally and mentally, for sure.
And if on that walk you meet some clowns in the woods, it depends on how you feel about pans and casseroles, but you might have just found your friends.
The woods in Detroit is definitely an interesting place to be.
Well, Donnie, thank you so much for coming on the program. And Burn Mar-a-Lago, I'm not sure if y'all are still there, but y'all are such a vibe, and I am about it. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of
Appreciate
course.
it. This has been so fun.
Oh, thank you. Yay, everybody. Yay, thank you to Chris for filling in for me while I was stuck on a J train. That was fun. The Down to Clown Festival starts tonight, actually, with Nikki Lowe's Non-Genue, and Chris disappeared as well. Oh God, I'm by myself in the theater. Yes, Nikki Lowe's Non-Genue starts tonight. That is her one-woman show about body positivity, not feeling like you fit in with the acting world's standards of what they think that beauty should be and how that's stupid. So that's great. Full Fest passes are available on our website. Please go there. Please go get individual tickets as well. Please go. These are such great shows. Honestly, I curated it, so I'm biased because I picked all of these shows. But they're really a wonderful, spectacular, fun time. Next week, we're going to have the cast of Noises Off, which is the set that I am sitting on right now. Sorry, guys. We're going to have them on the program. But until then, please, again, just like keep making shows, keep watching shows. We are almost at the end of this pandemic. Get vaxxed and really earn your casserole of hate, I suppose. All right. See y'all later.